Alright guys, I know it's been a while since we've been on the channel and made a video, but yeah, I've just been busy with some real life stuff with my sport and all the stuff that I do. So yeah, I've also just been kind of stuck on the books only world. I've been fighting Astromorius, or I think this is what this boss is called, and I've been stuck on this boss for so long. I've been using the Tears of Heaven and the Everglade, which basically just makes Curse Flames and Ichor, and I still can't beat it. Like, I've fought this boss probably 30 times now, but you know, I'll make a breakthrough eventually. So I just wanted to make a different video so that you guys have something to watch while I'm kind of stuck in my books only challenge. So today we're going to be playing sword, or like melee only, but with no auto swing. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'm just going to kind of explain the challenge a little bit. So yeah, like I said, this video is kind of just a filler video, but yeah, we're gonna be playing melee only with no auto swing, no feral claws, anything like that. Also, I'm gonna be banning yo-yos, I'm gonna be banning flails, and I'm only gonna use the enchanted boomerang for a little bit because I didn't decide until later that boomerang should also be banned. So yeah, I'm only using swords and spears to do this, and we're doing no auto swing as well. So it's gonna be a lot of just like spamming the melee button. This video is going to be shorter just because I want to get something out for you guys, because I know it's been, I think, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks at this point. And, yeah, I just want to get something for you guys. So without further ado, sit back, relax, grab a snack, and enjoy the show. So after playing for a little bit, I gathered some basic accessories like the cactus armor, cactus sword, and enchanted boomerang. And I was kind of ready to start doing stuff in this no auto swing world. And really quick, in case you guys don't know what auto swing is, it's just the feature that lets you like hold down your mouse button or hold down whatever your attack button is and keep attacking consistently. So I have to actually click the button every single time I want to attack, and I think this is really just inconvenient for swords because I'm having to go click just to swing my sword each time. But this actually doesn't affect pickaxes or axes, so I won't be using any of those as weapons either, because that's kind of just cheating. So yeah, also I found a desert temple, so this is me kind of exploring to see what's in there. After getting into the temple, I broke all the money bags to get as much money as I could, and as you guys can see, I got a ton of gold from this, which would be super helpful later when I got the Goblin Tinker, especially since, you know, the prices are always annoying. But yeah, I also got the Sandstorm in the Bottle, which was very helpful in terms of overall mobility, which I would need to play melee for this run, just because it had to be the perfect distance from the bosses, and I have to be very careful with when I'm attacking, just because each swing is very valuable for this run. So yeah, I then found Hermes boots, which would be super helpful for mobility again. And also, I should say this now, I'm using Fargos for this run. I've actually never used this for anything but Calamity, so it's definitely a bit weird. But that's why my houses are built out of cactus, and I'm also using the Insta Bridge. I think I also have Magic Sword on for this, so just a lot more quality of life stuff, just because I want to get this video out as fast as possible. And it's actually my first time using Magic Sword, so I'm not fully sure how it works. That's why I had this chest here. But yeah, just a lot of new stuff going on this run, and I hope you guys will like enjoy, and just let me know what you think of me using these mods, because you know, I don't really have to. I just decided I want to try it for this run. So yeah. I then used a teleportation potion and found this weird granite area, and also found this crab statue that was spawning more crabs. I just thought that was really cool and really silly. But yeah, I don't even know what I was going to end up doing here. I also found some life crystals and a lot of useful ore, so that was nice that I came down here. But I just wanted to use this part to kind of talk about something. I've been thinking about, instead of making videos weekly, I just make them every other week, but it's longer and, you know, more progression covered in each video. And I just want to know what you guys think about that, so, you know, leave your ideas for that down below. But yeah, now it's time to get on to some more progression. This was the point in which I decided it was time for my first Eye of Cthulhu fight. I thought I was ready. I had my enchanted boomerang, I had a decent bit of mobility, and I thought, you know, it's just the Eye of Cthulhu. It can't be too hard to handle, it's not even Calamity. So, here's my first attempt with the boss. So I started by just dashing back and forth across the platform, but he was spawning way more of the servants than normal. I don't know if this is something they've changed, but this happened in all my other worlds too, so I just haven't fought through in a while, I guess. But yeah, I was doing literally no damage to him. I mean, like, we can fast forward like a minute here, and I've still done no damage to him. But, I mean, that's just kind of how this fight was going. And then, around here, I started to realize that I wasn't going to win this fight anyway, and just started to do more risky stuff to try to get a bit more damage. Like, I figured that hitting him with contact damage was kind of the best way to kind of either get rid of the servants and also just drain some extra health. But I was taking way too much contact damage, and it just wasn't worth it at all. I was also throwing the boomerang slightly behind him to get 2 hits per shot, which was definitely worth the damage increase, but it was also a lot harder to aim. And if I miss a single boomerang shot like that one right there, like, it would just waste so much possible damage, and this was happening way too much. I mean, you can see this happening a lot, just even in this little clip right here. But then, you know, I got a little bit too cocky and ended up dying to the Cthulhu. Then, when I was out exploring and gearing up for my next fight, I got a message that an evil presence was watching me. So I had to run back home because I actually had no recalls since I had put them all in my magic storage, since I still had no clue how that fully worked. Like, I didn't realize I put them in there. I guess I just deposited my whole inventory. So I was sprinting back home to try to spawn the Eye of Cthulhu at least somewhat near my house, or at least a nurse, so I could nurse heal more. And then it was time to fight the Eye of Cthulhu yet again. Between this fight and the last fight, I had gathered a tungsten bronze sword, full tungsten armor, and I was still using the enchanted boomerang. I also had a bit more health than last time, but not really a significant amount. And my strategy was kind of still the same. Like, I knew that I could do the double hits with the boomerang now, so I was trying to go for that more consistently. But if he was just close to me, I was just going to hit him straight up. I was missing way less shots during this fight, but I still just couldn't get enough damage on him. I couldn't get the job done. And I mean, you can see me right here fighting him. Like, I'm just trying my best to do as much damage as possible. But I have to keep my distance and also try to get as much damage as possible. So it's really hard to try to find a balance. But then, unfortunately, right here, I got a little bit too cocky, messed up, and ended up dying to the Eye of Cthulhu. But it was a much better attempt. We got him below 2k health, and I was feeling much better if I could just get a better weapon. I then went to the underground Crimson to try to get the Rotted Fork. I mean, by this point, you can see I already have 2 Undertakers and a Shadow Heart. So I actually did spawn the Braid of Cthulhu once and got absolutely fried because, you know, of course I had no chance against him. But I did end up getting my Rotted Fork on the 4th orb, and this is actually my first time really using this weapon. And I gotta say, I was liking how it worked. Like, I never really played Crimson, like, when I choose which evil I have on my world, just because I never liked playing it really. But, you know, I feel like Crimson might be something I play a little more now, because the weapons are pretty interesting. And then it was time for the final showdown with the Eye of Cthulhu. And here's how that fight went. And just like that, I had beaten the Eye of Cthulhu. Now, I know by no means is this one of the best videos I produced, and I know the production quality isn't really up to the standard of what my normal videos are, but I really want to get this one out for you guys, and I promise they'll be better in the coming weeks. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.